What do you know about black holes? What might happen if you fell into one? Let's assume one day you were exploring space, looking for another planet for humans to inhabit, but you ran across a black hole and decided, why not take a look? This is what if, and this is what would happen if you fell into a black hole. In spite of being black and an hole, a black hole is certainly not a dim, void space. In his theory of relativity, Einstein predicted how black holes are formed. When a massive star dies, it leaves a smaller, residual core behind. If the core's mass is at least 3 times greater than the mass of our Sun, gravity overpowers all other forces and transforms the core into a black hole. However, don't let its name fool you. It is a gigantic amount of mass compressed into a tiny space. Consider the Sun, with its gravitational field multiple times stronger than Earth's. If you were to walk on the Sun, you would be multiple times heavier than you are on Earth. Now, imagine compressing 4 suns into something just 15 miles, 24 kilometers, in diameter, the distance you could cover in a 30-minute drive. What would the gravity be like there? A black hole's gravity is so strong that even light can't escape. That's why you will never see one. However, you can detect it from the gamma-ray bursts that the black hole emits. These explosions, discovered by Stephen Hawking, now carry his name. Stephen Hawking himself believed that black holes could be gateways to another universe. So, if you were to fall into one, could you end up in a different dimension? Each black hole has an event horizon, the point where the gravitational pull becomes so strong that you cannot escape it. If you found yourself beyond that point, you would see stars being distorted around a perfect circle of darkness. As you begin to be pulled toward a black hole, you would be moving faster and faster, propelled by the force of gravity. That's the bad news for you, daring space voyager. The gravitational force of a black hole is extremely strong. If you fell in feet first, your legs would feel a stronger gravitational pull than your head. Your body would be stretched apart. The most common black holes are classified as stellar. They can stretch to around 9 miles, 15 kilometers, across and can be as heavy as 20 suns. If you were to be pulled toward a stellar black hole, you would be completely torn apart before you even reached the event horizon. So, make sure to choose a supermassive one, the one that is 1 million times heavier than our Sun. In this case, your body would remain intact as you crossed the event horizon, as the gravity would pull both your feet and your head with nearly the same strength. And if you're wondering where to find one, you don't have to look too far. There's one right at the center of our Milky Way galaxy. Fortunately, it's 165 quadrillion miles, or 265 quadrillion km, away from us and will not suck in the Sun or the planets. However, don't pack your bags just yet, crossing the event horizon is just the beginning of the challenge. There's a gravitational singularity at the center of the black hole, where density becomes infinite. You would be crushed into that singularity and become one with the black hole. You wouldn't be able to tell anyone about your experience. However, a person observing you from beyond the event horizon would see a completely different picture. As you fell into a black hole, they would see you slowing down, growing dimmer and redder. Eventually, you would just freeze, never crossing the event horizon. This is because time and space in a black hole trade their roles. At the event horizon, time comes to a halt, while space, on the other hand, moves forward. You wouldn't be able to turn around and escape the black hole any more than you can turn back the clock. Even when the black hole eventually dies, emitting all the particles it had absorbed, including your body, it would be impossible to tell whether those particles were once you. Stephen Hawking, however, found a way in which the information about your body wouldn't be lost. He conjectured that there are alternate universes with different histories. This means, in one reality, you fell into a black hole. In the second one, there was no black hole. It's impossible to know from outside the event horizon whether there's a black hole or not until you fall in. If you crossed the event horizon and there was a black hole, sayonara. But if you ended up in a reality where the black hole didn't exist, you would still be alive, just in a different universe. There would be absolutely no way for you to return to our own. Would you dare to explore that possibility? Are you drawn to black holes and the universe? Very soon, we'll take you on your next theoretical adventure.